was a mission, hey.
I know, I was on with AI. And
We're here now. We're live, so yeah, perfect. Oh, that was a fair bit of work, though. Hey.
it was. What's it taken us? An hour? Over an hour.
Yeah, it turns out that we had to use a third party, like as in app to be able to do this for us. So, which is cool though. I'm glad we're here because, like as in everything that you've taught me over the years, Jackie, has been pretty cool, right? Like as in, I don't take that lightly. Everything that you've taught me over the years, also helping the twins and everything else that you've taught me, like as in with Reiki, it was my starting point. It was my true starting point from my spiritual awakening. It genuinely was.
Well, I think you always had it, didn't you, Brett? But that was just an opening for you to start seeing it more?
It was like, so my first encounter with it was with Ash when she actually did Reiki on me when we were, hey, Brittany. We're here, Brittany.
Hi, Brittany. Sorry it's taken me so long.
No, I don't think it was. I think it was both of us, eh? Yeah, so my true first connection with spiritual awakening was when we're in Byron Bay and Ash turned around and practiced Reiki on me. And she put like lightning bolts and everything through my third eye, like it was an incredible experience, and it really woke me up to the spiritual, like she activated my third eye with Reiki. There's no ifs or buts about it. It was like, wow. I'd always had it and I'd always been able to see but I literally worked my whole life to shut it out. Which was a shame, like not knowing I was actually doing that, like as in trying to block it out. But in turn, going forwards, like huge, right? Yeah. Huge for me to be able to experience what you've given me the ability to experience. That's what I'm getting at, and what you've with the activations that you did for Ash, and I she wanted me to come and do, obviously, Reiki for the twins to grow and move forwards and progress, which is awesome for that, like as in, for me, I haven't told you this before, but even after experiencing the whole, like as in everything that, like with awakening and everything, there was still a little bit of doubt there was because, how did... Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
To be a skeptic. Yeah, it's good to be a skeptic. Otherwise, you'd get taken in by everybody.
Yeah. So my first encounter with using Reiki was a snake started like eating a bird, and with that, the bird was pretty much half eaten by the snake. Anyway, I obviously took the bird because it was the neighbour's parrot. I took the bird back out of the snake's mouth and I gave the snake Reiki, and it came back to life. We relocated the snake, but incredible, right? Like as in that snake had time to strangle the bird and everything, but just by giving it Reiki,
parrot came back to life.
Yeah, 100% back to life. Yeah. It was absolutely incredible to see, like as in, yeah. And at that point, I'm just like, yeah, you know what, I'm actually sold. And that's when at that point, using Reiki for our kids, like every point where they'd fall over, even our twins, that like one of the twins will get hurt and the other one will be like, I'll just give you Reiki to make it feel better. Yeah. It's so cute to see, right?
Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah. And it's a great thing that you can see real miracles. You can see real miracles with Reiki. The main thing is to practice it, to use it. The more you use it, the more confirmation you'll get.
Yeah. Well, this was an eye opener for me to be able to see first up, right? Like as in I was just holding my skeptic, I would say.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's good to be a
growing
healthy
into it,
skeptic.
incredible.
Yeah. I've seen so many things over the years that it's just always reassures me. And, you know, every now and again I'll go into a little bit of doubt. I haven't used it for a while, and then I'll use it and it will just show me again how good it is.
It's so cool, so much fun.
Yeah, yeah. And just practice and practice. So if you're attuned to Reiki, just practice.
Yeah.
Practice on anybody that will let you use it, or any event, or you can use it on all sorts of things. I've fixed cars and washing machines as well. It's not just for people. So just try it, see what happens. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so getting you over here to fix all the cars that still come into the workshop, Reiki.
Well, you can do that.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Hey, like your intuition. I was talking before as well about crystals, and you know how I do this. Like, as in, people will know record keeper crystals, or if you don't, you know, there's record keeper crystals out there, guys, which hold information on it. And what I've been able to do is actually give crystals Reiki, and sometimes I've got to hold them to my third eye. It just depends on how locked the crystal is. But I can actually pull information out of crystals, which is incredible to be able to do so. You know, like, as in, I've got all sorts of information. I've found dragon information. I've found, you know, like, as in chemistry information, like ancient chemistry. You know, like, as in, So me and Ash we're reading crystals. You know, like, as in together. It's incredible. Like, and there's no way that I would have being able to associate unlocking that crystal unless I gave it Reiki first. You know, me being in tune to Reiki, being able to unlock it, and then allow that energy to flow back to me, which is really cool.
And Reiki comes through to different people differently, and sometimes different times. So it's a matter of, like I say, you've got to practice and see what you can do. And the more you use it, the more it will open to you, and the more you'll know what you can do yourself. Everybody's like, you know, everyone's different. It's like every Reiki session is different. So you can be Reikiing the same person, and each session is different. That's one of the things I love about it. It never gets boring.
Yeah, 100%. Hey, like, every single time that you've in tuned me, right? Like, incredible. I tell you about the information that I get through, but as you say, like, as in, and the next person may not get anything. But it doesn't mean that it hasn't carried the same amount of strength, you know. It really doesn't mean that at all, you know. Like, it's still carried. Yeah.
Absolutely, because I'm not clairvoyant, so I don't see things. I sometimes get colours, but occasionally see things, but I'm mainly claircognizant and clairsentient. So I feel things and I know things. So when I'm doing Reiki, I know what's happening. But I don't see colours, and when I've been attuned, I haven't been. Some people I've attuned have been on some amazing missions while they're getting the attunement.
Well, just the other one the other day that we're playing with, right? Like, incredible,
yes.
right? Like,
Yes. Yeah. Do you want to explain that one?
The problem is it comes through for you. You'll know it better than me because it comes through for me and back out. It was
right.
It was
you were a salmon.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. So that's what it is. Yeah. So, it's hard for me when stuff comes through, guys, because it isn't mine. I just see it, you know. But so on that last attunement that I've got, I was a salmon. I was a battler trying to swim up a strong creek, right? Stream, going against the stream. And by the time I got to the end of the stream, they showed me that I was exhausted. But then I got picked up by a bear on the side of the stream, and I'm like, oh, here we go. Like, as in, I'm about to feel the pain of the bear eat me. And as the bear ate me, I actually become the strength of the bear. And when my fingers were in tune, I actually felt claws come out through my fingertips, like genuinely felt them. Obviously, I had my eyes closed and everything, and I could feel these claws empowering. It was a very incredible thing to actually experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it is wondrous when things like that happen. But for the people that are not clairvoyant, it seems to be more, with the feeling. And you'll just get a feeling of being really relaxed. And if you're in a group of people and some people are having amazing visuals like yourself and feeling that, and then someone else just feels relaxed, like I did, you can feel a bit disappointed. Oh, why is that not happening to me? But it's not your gifts. And it doesn't matter. I've been doing Reiki now for 28 years and I've seen so many amazing things happen, and people come back to me and say how it's changed them. And so never, ever doubt your Reiki. Just because you're not seeing great visions doesn't mean you're great at Reiki.
Well,
Doesn't mean you're not great at Reiki.
You start rejecting it, right? Like you start rejecting it when you do, and that would be a problem in itself, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And you lose faith and you become a skeptic and you go, oh, it's not working for me. But if you're using it, using on yourself is fantastic. And I see a big difference when people are using it for themselves, but just practicing on other people, and you'll get feedback, and the more feedback, the more you'll believe.
So Jessica just asked a question. What is the best way for you guys to send Reiki directly? Distantly, sorry.
You need to do Reiki 2 to be able to do that, because you get the distance symbol. With Reiki 1.
I understand to use the symbols, and I've just been writing them down, writing down the name. So she understands that there is symbols.
Has she been attuned? Has she been attuned to the symbols? I can't see the chat.
So have you?
I've got the chat now.
Yeah, cool.
If you've been attuned to Reiki 2 and you've got the symbols, they would have taught you a way of using it.
Sending them,
there's various ways you can use it. If you've got the symbol, you can just pretend somebody's there. You can. I like to visualize a rosebud in my hand and put the Reiki symbols into it and send it. But unless you've been attuned to the Honshe Zei Shonin, you won't be able to send it.
Yeah, that's cool.
There's lots of different ways of doing that.
Yeah, she has been attuned.
Jessica, you have been attuned.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. Right. Yeah, this is just promoting the Reiki 1, but maybe if you want to DM me, if you've got any questions, if you've been attuned to Reiki 2, I can help you if you don't know what to do.
As I say, Jackie is, she's incredible with Reiki, absolutely incredible. I've spent a lot of time with Jackie over the years, and she's just not my Reiki master. She's actually a close friend as well, and moving through, as in the connection that we got was just, we've known each other in a previous life, haven't we, Jackie? There's no ifs or buts about it.
I think so. Yeah. Just that knowing.
Yeah, 100%. It's just, as soon as I met you, I was like, whoa, okay, this feels comfortable.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's nice when you recognize a fellow spirit that you've been with before.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jessica, I hope I've helped you, but just DM me if you've got any questions. So I like to help anybody that's doing Reiki.
Cool, 100%. Yeah, I'm just going through the messages now there.
Oh yeah, she's going to find me through your page.
Yeah, cool.
I can't see where to put my.
I can put your page up there, Jackie.
Yeah, she just want to learn different ways. Yeah, just DM me. I can send you a sheet that has some different ways on, or chat to you. Does anybody else have any other questions? Well, I know on my Reiki journey, I did it over 2 days, and the first night I wasn't sure if I had received anything. And I was staying with some strangers, some friends of friends, and they had a cat. And they said, "Oh, don't worry, a cat won't bother you. It hates strangers." And they went to bed, and next thing, the cat's sitting on my feet because I attuned people's hands and feet so that as you're walking around on Mother Gaia, they're giving Reiki to the earth. So anyway, this cat wouldn't get off my feet all night. and another thing, they had a maidenhair fern in the room, and I thought, I'll try and see if I can give Reiki to the plant. So I put my hands up around the plant, and it was started jiggling and dancing. And I thought, oh no, that can't be right. The skeptic in me didn't believe it. So I turned my face away so I couldn't breathe on the plant. And I put my hands there just really slowly, and away it went again, started jiggling. So I knew straight away, halfway through the course, that I definitely had Reiki.
Mm-hmm.
That was good confirmation.
And the confirmation was that bird, right? Like I seemed to be able to help that bird. 100% it was. It was, yeah.
You definitely need something like that. And that's why it's good to practice. I had a client, she did Reiki 1 with me. And after about a month, she came. I used to have a shop, and she came into the shop and she said, Reiki's no good. And I asked her why. And she'd just been to a person that did healings with tuning forks. And he checked her out, and her chakras were perfectly balanced to her heart, but the 3 lower chakras were really out of whack. So she was like, so Reiki doesn't work, because I Reiki myself every night. So we started talking, and she always started with her crown chakra and would go down. When she get to her heart, she would fall asleep. So every night she was giving all the top chakras lots of Reiki and falling asleep. So they were perfectly in balance, and she'd had that confirmed by somebody else, but the lower ones hadn't. So then I said to her, well, how about the next night you start from your heart and go down? And it doesn't matter which order you do it, as long as you cover all your chakras. So she was really happy after that, once she realised what it was.
Crazy, hey?
Oh, Ash is saying hello from Raro.
Ash, you want to join us?
Yeah.
Should we throw her in? Should we throw her in the hot seat?
I don't know whether she could. When I was talking to her before trying to get help, I thought I was talking to you, and then she said, I'm on a boat, I can't help you.
Oh, yeah, right.
Where she is. It's really good being It is really good to be able to give the earth Reiki. I think it needs a lot at the moment. I think everybody does. That's where doing Reiki 2 is really good. You can send it to anywhere. You send Reiki to anything, anywhere, anybody. So Reiki 1, anything that you can touch, you can give Reiki 2. Reiki 2 is you can give Reiki to everything else that you can't touch.
So cool, hey?
Mm.
Just to be able to hold that ability to be able to do that as well, right? Like as in to hold the ability just to know that you've got the power to be able to send. And it's not your energy, by all means. You're not losing energy when you send this Reiki.
No.
It's anything you're channeling through, right? Like as in, you can see someone in need, like someone like, and you just think of how many times per day you see someone, and it doesn't have to be a physical injury. It can be a mental, like as in overload,
emotional.
Like it could even be a child that's not coping with their day, right? Like as in their world's falling apart because something's out of line, but you just giving them Reiki can really ground them and pull them back to where they need to be. Like as in just calm their emotions down to help them process what's going on in front of them. It's such an awesome gift, eh?
Ariana's asking.
The most, like single-handedly, it's probably one of the strongest tools that are out there. Honestly, like everything else has its place. Don't get me wrong. Like SRT, like as in is amazing, and like everyone knows that I'm full for SRT. Incredible, absolutely incredible. But once again, we even find people with Reiki and even Reiki masters that do have imposters. You know, like as in they do carry imposters, and unfortunately, sometimes these people that do have imposters will be doing worse than good. You know, only because, you know, and sometimes they don't even realize, right? Like as in they don't realize. So it just takes us back to, guys, like regardless of what you're doing, you need to ground yourself. You need to make sure you're sovereign. Like Jackie does it every day. She makes sure that she's sovereign. And if she's feeling off, she messages me and says, "Hey, guys, can you just check us?" And and it could be just a download that she's getting as well, right? Like I said, it could be a download. It could be just feeling a little bit off for the day. And then if she's feeling off, she goes and gives herself Reiki and she feels great. But once again, we can't just use this as a one-all, be-all tool. And that's like with everything, right?
Yeah. I don't think any one modality is better than another. I think different modalities help in different ways. The good thing about Reiki, it works really well complementing any other modality.
100%.
So, yeah. Somebody was saying, is there a specific being I work with when you train in Reiki, or can it be anyone you choose? There is no specific being. It's universal energy. So it's universal energy that's coming through you and then comes out of your hands and feet. I have guides, but there's no specific guide that brings in Reiki. So you can utilize your own guides.
You're having an amazing team there.
Pardon?
I said, you're having an amazing team there.
Oh, yeah. They look after me. They're good. Yeah. Grounding with the earth, I don't think that's a form of Reiki. It's crucial if you're doing Reiki to be able to ground yourself, because the Reiki can make you feel quite floaty, especially the Usui Reiki. So you need to be able to ground, but that is not a form of Reiki. And people do have healing hands. People can do healing naturally, but it usually drains their energy. So you do lots of healing to people and you get drained. The good thing with Reiki is that it's universal energy coming through you. So you actually get the Reiki that you're giving to somebody else as well. So it re-energizes you. Sometimes you might feel quite tired afterwards and think it's it's draining you, but it's not. That's just if you're ungrounded. So just go and ground yourself, have something to eat, go and walk on the earth with bare feet, and then you'll feel great again.
That's a massive thing that we need to keep, guys, is that grounding, right? Like as you know, like if we're channeling so much energy and we're not grounding ourselves, we will get floaty. We can fall asleep very easy at this point, you know, like as in, because it's a lot of energy coming in, and if you're not earthing out, you're literally just pulling so much energy through. Yes, the person's still getting it, but what use are you when you lose the ability to be able to do what you're trying to do? We're only talking about this the other day too, heating up. You know, you get really hot when you're getting Reiki, you know, like as in, I feel my forearms burn, you know, like as in it feels like they're on fire, you know, when I'm giving Reiki. It's a really cool thing to have, you know, like as in, some people don't feel that though. You know, this is once again, this is what I feel. Some people don't feel that. Other people don't feel anything, you know, and this is when they question, am I doing this right, you know? But once again, it's what works with you. You need to know yourself. You need to know what you're doing, you know? So, once again.
Yes, I've done some Reiki sessions even recently, and I've got nothing. And I think, oh, no, I've just wasted this person's time. I still doubt sometimes. And then at the end of it, they've had the most incredible sessions. So you never assume. Sometimes when I'm there and I'm giving Reiki and I'm just perspiring and feel so much energy, and at the end of it, the person will say, oh, that was relaxing. So you never know how the person's going to take it, and it can be how they're feeling it as well. And like I say, every time is different. You don't need to say the prayer every time before you send it. Intention is good. When I teach Reiki 1, I get a person to get their own symbol, so they always know as soon as they think of their own symbol, it's activating the Reiki. Sometimes the Reiki's automatic. It's a bit like breastfeeding. If you're out without your child and you hear another baby crying, then your milk comes in. Well, that can happen with the Reiki too. So you can be out somewhere and somebody really needs Reiki and your hands start tingling and going off. You just want to put your hands on somebody, but it's not really the dumb thing to do. You can't do that, but it knows when people need it.
Yeah. So Jodie's got a good question here at the moment. She's got, I'm a Reiki master, and I've and have been seeing positive results. I stopped doing it for about 3 months. I'd stopped doing it, about 3 months ago. Me and Ash did an SRT clearing and we found 3 imposters. I have new guides. And is she still a Reiki master? You don't lose it, right? Like, as in, you do not lose your ability to be a Reiki master. If you have imposters on you, they stop the ability to be able to do it properly. Or, okay, they may stop the ability. Just remember, these guides, when we get imposter guides, they don't want to shout out that they've got, like, you've got imposter guides. They don't want to be like, hey, we're imposter guides. They're trying to throw you off course very sedately and very gently, because in some aspects, because they're attached to you, and they don't want to be found out. They're just trying to disrupt you, right? Like, this is their whole point, disruption. Not always, but and sometimes they may not even affect the Reiki side of things, right? But no one wants imposters. So even you just grounding yourself and finding you've got imposters, or clearings are still really good, guys. If you're not sure that you're sovereign, a clearing is one of the best things that you can do to make sure that you are sovereign. And going forwards, that your Reiki isn't corrupted or you're doing bad for someone else. Yeah. But for you to have imposters and give Reiki, only the person knowing will know if they're affected or not. And as in, we've seen it where we've followed timelines and everything that's happened there. We've even seen someone give someone Reiki and it didn't affect them until 3 months after. So that can happen too. As in, the entities can really manipulate things. So it's just,
that's why I'm so happy to be collaborating with you, Brett, because if a person learns Reiki 1, then you make sure that they're sovereign the night before they start learning.
100%. We work together.
So good. It's such a good thing to team up with. And I see somebody here saying that they've enrolled in a spiritual protection course. Is it Malatio? With Lara? That is brilliant. It just teaches you how to use daily practices and ensure that you are sovereign all the time. Yeah.
Just keep on top of it. So me and Ash do offer that monthly clearing as well, guys. So like if you are, it's a cool thing. We try to lower the cost down as much as possible for people to be able to keep on top of it, right? Like, as in, so we can take care of your spiritual hygiene for you, to try to look after you guys as you go on your spiritual journey, because it's big, right? Your spiritual journey is huge. And who knows where it's going to stop, and who knows where, as in where you're at any one time. This is the reason why we check up on you, to be able to make sure that you are doing it. And we try to do it cost effectively as well. So we're just trying to look out for you guys as best as possible.
Yeah, it's crucial. Whenever you're using anything in life, it's crucial that you're sovereign and have no imposters. But when you're doing healing, it's even more so, because you don't want to pass anything on to anybody.
Yeah.
Malatio, it's Reiki is a source energy. Comes from the source. It's not coming from you. And it's good if you can feel other people's energy. It's really good, helpful. You can't create your own. You can create your own symbol. When you create your own symbol with Reiki 1, I attune you with that. So it's your thought, your intent that that's your symbol, and then I attune you, so that then becomes your symbol. You can't just create your own symbol. I know that there was a lady, Diane Stein, wrote a book about Reiki, and she traveled the world learning about it. She was determined that she could just do Reiki without being attuned, and that's what she was trying to prove from writing the book. And by the end of the book, she realized that you have to be attuned for it to work. You can't just do it yourself, even if you know the symbols. The symbols used to be very secret. You learnt them, and then ate the paper, didn't or burnt it. You didn't let anybody see it, but now we treat them as sacred. You can't use them if you're not attuned.
So we've just got one here. Can you share your favorite form of spirit protection? Mine is high vibration, you know, and that can literally come in any form, you know, like it can be literally you sitting on a beach, or you just to the person, you know, like holding your high vibration of what suits you. Me, you know, like for me, it's you know, like as in grounding, and then, you know, renovations, you know, like me doing renovations is very grounding for me, you know, like as in taking my mind off the outside world is very therapeutic for me to be able to shut the outside world off and focus on what's in front of me. This is where I'm at, you know, a real high vibe situation. For you, for other people, that's my spiritual protection that I love doing the most, is literally doing that. How about you, Jackie? What's your...
I use a platinum pyramid because, you know, with doing the Sikkim as well, I very much like Egyptian things. So I four-sided pyramid around me, and some either around me or around my whole house or building wherever I am. And I have it 4 sides and underneath me, and I fill it with diamonds, and I encrust it with tourmaline and shungite so nothing can get in. And I find that works for me because the diamonds are really high vibration, and so is the platinum. It's the highest vibration metal.
Yeah, 100%. With crazy Brianne, crazy Brianne's comment. Hey, she's an Aussie too. Brianne's an Aussie over in Western Australia.
Oh, okay. So I think she would still be attuned. What do you think? Can you ask your guide and see? She's saying that a Sikkim master had imposters during the Reiki course attunement. It was only after that she got a clearing. I think that she'd still be attuned. Do you get that?
Yeah, she's definitely attuned. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. It's just that she needs to be cleared from whatever imposters that her Reiki master had.
Yeah. The cool thing is you've still got that. Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Definitely still in tune, which is really cool.
Jessica, pardon?
Brittany had the same thing. Oh, sorry, I like that. She said, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
I need to put my glasses.
Jessica, you're saying once you're a Reiki master, you're then allowed to attune others with symbols. Reiki master, with this 3A and 3B in Reiki 3. And 3A, some people just want to have the master symbol so that it makes the energy greater, the vibration higher. So they can do 3A. If they never want to teach, they can get the Reiki master symbol, and they learn how to attune people, but only can attune people who have already got Reiki. And then they can do an attunement, which only takes about 10 minutes, quarter of an hour, and the person's getting equivalent to a whole hour of Reiki, but they've got to have been attuned already. But when you do Reiki master teacher, then you can teach people. So it doesn't take that much to be able to teach. So you really need to have practiced it and be learning the Reiki and getting confidence in it before you teach. I don't know about other places, but in Australia, you can't get insurance as a Reiki master teacher until you've got to have a year between Reiki 1 attunement and your Reiki master attunement. And I think that's a really good thing because it gives you time to practice. You get experiences, and there's all sorts of things can happen. So it's good to practice and get experiences and build up that trust.
100%, yeah. Look how gorgeous this is, guys. I just wanted to show you. I
love that.
Like this. How cool is that, hey? It's so cool. So lucky to find this.
It's amazing. Have you done Reiki on it and unlocked it?
I haven't unlocked it yet. No, I know how much energy is in it, you know, so I need a bit of time to be able to process what's on this thing, you know. It's so
when you
cool.
look in the back, is that clear quartz inside it?
It is, hey. It's
wow. Amazing.
It's all And the cool, like I'm about 95% sure this is actually from Australia, you know, like as in, I don't know if we can see any better with a light on it, but it's so cool. Yeah, so it's got...
It's incredible.
Quartz inside it, it's got, yeah, there's a couple of... It's a big geode, hey, and even in the top of it, there's little quartz and everything growing as well,
Wow.
you know. So even some pink quartz in there, so it's rose quartz in there. It's so cool. I'm so lucky to find that.
Yeah.
That's at our local shop, isn't it? It's pretty cool.
Yes, yes. I know. I'd been in there the week before, and I didn't see that. So it was meant for you.
Yeah, I seen it. I was like, oh, you're definitely... Yeah, I said to Ash, look what I found, and she was just like blown away. She's like, oh, that is... And I've never, ever... I don't think I've ever bought a crystal in my life, you know. Ash buys tons of them. As soon as I've seen it, she's just like, wow, just blown away. There was actually a story with this as well. So, an old friend, which, you know, I've known him for quite a few years now. I hadn't seen him forever, right? And he's gone down a spiritual journey, and he's doing good things for people close to him as well, which is really cool. But lo and behold, he was at the shop, right? Like as in where I was. And as soon as I bought this, and as soon as I paid for it, he offered me more money than I'd paid for it. He's like, mate, can I have it? He goes, I've been manifesting this crystal forever. He goes, you know, I've been saving up for it for the last 5 months, 6 months. And I was like, I didn't even see it there. And he's like, I've been trying to manifest it and everything. I'm like, I'm so sorry, but it resonates completely with me. I said, I've seen it, mate, and I need it, you know. And he's like, please, I'll buy it off you. But isn't it crazy that when you know something's yours, it's just yours, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And it can be like that with Reiki too. You just suddenly realize this is for you.
Yeah.
And it's the right time to learn it. It's
so
anything.
So glad I've learned it. Hey, I am so glad. As I say, It's one of the most useful tools that I use every single day.
Yeah. And you just know. Kate, I just read that you've had some platinum put in your head for a brain aneurysm. I think that it would be, you know, it's not going to do any harm. It's such vibration. It's amazing that they're using platinum. It's really good that they're doing that. Yeah,
I was going to ask, what shop did I get this one from? I'll let you tell them, Jackie, what shop I got it from. You know.
Yeah, I know. Is somebody wanting to know where to go?
Yeah. Someone asked. I said, what shop did I get it from?
Oh, yeah. Well, you should say, because I think they can buy online from that shop, can't they?
Oh, can they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have a website that you can buy online. Whether they have all the crystals on.
Yeah, I'm not sure, eh?
Oh, that's great. You're going on a Herkimer diamond dig on Sunday, Jody. Is that in Australia? That'd be wonderful to find a Herkimer diamond.
That would be cool.
Because they're the closest thing to a diamond.
Oh, that's no worries at all, Brianna, about the attunement. No worries at all. Yeah, that would be so cool. Finding it, yeah. Is that a trip that you're going on to find that diamond?
Oh, Kate's saying she's Sunny Coast.
Oh, I'll let you tell them where we got it from. Okay, you're right.
Are you wanting to hide it so that nobody else goes and get other things?
Yeah. No, we won't. Yeah, I'll put it in the comments, guys. I'll just make sure.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'll just make sure that we can disclose it. That's all. I just don't want to. Yeah, I'll make sure that we can disclose where we got it from.
Yeah. Oh, so we've got somebody here from the States. That's awesome.
Oh,
thanks for joining us, Jody. You're saying you live 2 hours away and go yearly. Is that the Sunshine Coast in the States? Oh, that's great that in California it's only 6:45.
Yeah, wow. Huh.
That's a great time then. Oh, Texas. Wonderful. Wisconsin. That's lovely. And we've got Brisbane, Iowa, Perth. Fantastic. Vermont, Canada. Oh, that's really wonderful. I love it that we're so global now, and that's why it's so good with the Reiki that you can do it by distance and the attunements by distance. I started doing Reiki attunements by distance in 2020 with COVID, and I wasn't allowed to do my classes, so I started doing them online, and it's no different. It's really good. And the thing now that I'm adding a lot more videos so that it's like you're with me and I'm talking to you. So if you're going through the manual and you just click on a video and I'll tell you about that chapter. So lots of videos. And then if you also get a PowerPoint. So then when you start doing it to other people, it's like I'm there. You've got a PowerPoint telling you when to go to the next chakra. There's music playing. It's got pictures. So it's like you've got your guide right there until you feel comfortable doing it on your own. Oh, the Herkimer Diamonds in New York. Oh, that'd be amazing.
Okay, guys, so just put it in the comment. It's where we got it from. I just checked that out. We can put it up. So Nurture Organic Marketplace. So you wouldn't even think that we get crystals there, you know, like as in not a, well, it's more of a organic food vegan cafe that you go to, but they have some really cool stuff there. So
yeah. Ariana's asking if I've always been spiritual or did I have an awakening? I haven't always been spiritual. I was brought up Christian, and for certain reasons I gave it up when I was 28, and I was looking for something to replace it and tried different things. And it wasn't until a lady came into my life, it was like the universe had sent her because she wanted to meet me for a coffee. And I said, yeah, that'd be nice. I'll meet you for a coffee. I was just dropping my son off his scouts. Next thing, she's knocking on my window. Can I come round to your place now? Can I come round now? And I thought, this is a strange lady, but yeah, come around. So she came around and we got talking, and she'd not long been doing Reiki, and she started telling me all about it. Obviously, she had to share it. And it was like bells going off in my head. And I was like, I have got to learn this. I just have to learn it. Where's your Reiki master? How can I get on to the next course? And a month later, I was learning it. So cool. These things happen, and then it's just grown from there.
There was a bit of a story about you. I don't know if you want to go into that or not, but there was a bit of a story behind you doing your Reiki Masters, hey?
Yes, yeah, great story. And it was interesting talking to you and Ash the other day about it, because every time I go to do a Reiki attunement, I would have a major drama. And Reiki 1, to do it, I could do it 2 months later where I lived. I lived in a remote area, and I could do it 2 months later. But if I went across, you had to go over a mountain. It was called Takaka Hill, but took an hour and a half to drive over it. And you had to go over there to another town called Nelson. And I was like, I'm doing that because I don't want to wait another month. I've got to do it. A week before I was doing it, my car broke down. Mechanic couldn't get a new part for it. So him and his wife were friends of mine. So they said, we'll lend you our car. So I drove up the mountain. Just before I got to the top, smoke starts pouring out of the bonnet. The car was on fire. I pulled over and I checked. I opened the bonnet, and I had experience with cars going on fire before. So I opened the bonnet, and the fire had gone out when I turned the ignition off. And so I thought, well, I'll walk. So I was walking, I had to walk across the top of the mountain. It took me over an hour, and found a friend, and she was saying, go do it, just hitchhike. And I was like, oh, I can't hitchhike. I was too scared. She's like, it's easy. She got me a piece of cardboard, wrote Nelson on it, and just go and stand outside the coffee shop. And so I went and stood out there at the road holding the sign up, really scared. And 3 cars came along, and the third one just pulled in front of me and said, "Where are you going, Jackie?" And it was my accountant. He got me to the Reiki course I was only about 10 minutes, quarter of an hour late, and they were all sitting there waiting for me. They were like, "Oh, we knew you'd be here." But talking to Brett and Ash the other day, they were saying it was probably spirits trying to stop me and block me. Yeah.
Incredible.
And that makes so much sense.
Yeah, trying to shut down that clear pathway, right? So this is how, when we have imposters, this is what they do, right? They'll jump in and they will navigate, even if it was, like as in you not letting off the pedal to go up that hill, holding it more, or you turn around the corner and a wire touches an exhaust and it catches the car on fire, just crazy things that can happen. Makes me laugh that you said you've got experience with cars catching on fire before. It's like, that's funny. We need to get that other story.
It was when I was a lot younger. Car caught on fire.
Crazy, hey?
But I kept running back to the car. I ran away and then I run back. I better get my handbag, and then I run away and then I run back and get something else. So, but as soon as I turned the ignition off, it stopped the fire. So that's
crazy, hey? Well, I must say, it actually happened to me before too. On the first time, I literally, me as a mechanic, my car broke down, the engine blew up in it, and it was easier for me to get someone to put a new engine in it in Brisbane City. So I did. And then I went and picked it up off them and drove it home, and it caught on fire on the highway at the Twin BPs. Literally smoking. So crazy, hey? Fire grenade, absolute nightmare. But once again,
do much damage.
Rid the car off. Yeah, crazy.
Oh no!
I absolutely love that.
I never did. I didn't do big damage. Thank goodness.
Oh, that car I had for like 400,000 kilometers. And it was a new Triton, and bought my first brand new car. I bought brand new. As in, had a connection with it, and all gone. But entities, right?
Oh, be devastating. It was lucky it was my accountant. It made me feel at ease. Otherwise, I would have worried the whole way there. Was I going to make it?
Crazy, eh? Oh, I know, Brian. Oh, the dark forces that were mucking around with our tech, as tried to clear them, and then eventually, the guys come back to me and said, they're cleared now. So I was like, thank goodness for that. But me, I was trying to rush through and get everything connected, because I knew how important it was to meet up with Jackie and let you guys actually see how amazing she is as a healer, but also as my Reiki master, mine and Ash's Reiki master. She's been an important part of my spiritual journey, to be completely honest with you guys. And you shouldn't take that lightly. Jackie, it's been pretty cool. It's been a really cool experience for us to experience of where we've grown, you've seen how much I've grown. And when I first connected with you, you're like, mate, can you do a reading on me? The first time that we met, you're like, I'm doing your Reiki, but can you do a reading on me? I know how powerful you are. I couldn't see it though. Isn't it amazing that you can't see something when you're blind to it, and you make yourself blind to it?
Yeah. Or do you make yourself blind, or do the entities?
Well, both, right? Yeah. So I naturally shut it out because it feels like the right thing that I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I just love collaborating with you, because I've got a lot of respect for you and Ash as well. And it's really good. It just goes well together to be able to clear somebody before they learn the Reiki. Yeah,
100%. It just makes that powerful connection so much better, as in, Ash is amazing, everything.
Cheers.
I was going to let her tell you, but she actually got a new guide the other day. So everyone knows that I've got my guide Lightning. Well, it turns out Lightning's got a wife.
Oh.
Yeah, Ash has Lightning's wife now, so as her protector.
Wow.
So cool, right?
That is really good.
You think Lightning's strong? He's under the thumb. It's so cool that she's, like I said, she's in Rarotonga at the moment, having an awesome time over there with some really close friends of hers, and I'm not worried about her at all because I know she's completely protected. Such a good,
fantastic.
Such a good feeling to have, right? Like, as in, I know that she's protected by not only that guide, but all her other amazing guides. But it just comes to a point, guys, when we start trusting and working and getting to know and connecting with our guides, this is what makes us stronger and to be able to hold space for loved ones and also ourselves, right? I felt that I needed to hold space for Ash for quite some time, but in turn, she was holding space for me. That's another thing, right? Like, as in, same as you, Jackie, like you feel like I hold space for you a fair bit, but it works both ways.
Yes.
Right? Like, as in, it just shows that not one modality is better than any other modality.
Yeah, definitely.
They're all required, like, as in, it's required to keep us strong, right?
Well, I think the one that resonates with you is usually the best one for you.
Yeah.
So if somebody else tells you something's good, but you don't feel right about it, then it's not usually for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Take what resonates and leave the rest, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the thing is, you can't put this is another huge thing that people don't realize as well, right? Like, as in, when we look at a piece of paper, right? Like, a good way to look at it, when we look at a piece of paper, if it's completely white, you don't notice anything on it. But if you put a black dot in the middle of it, the only thing that you look at and get focused on is that black dot, where 99% of that page is completely clear. But you're fixated on the black dot. A lot of people do this with what doesn't resonate, right? They fixate on what doesn't resonate, but they allow everything else to sit there and not acknowledge it. And this is where we need to change our train of thought, where everything that we see resonates. Ignore that black dot. It's not yours. Don't carry it. Hopefully that makes some sense for people, because I see time and time and time again where, and Mike tells me as well, these people are fixated on the wrong things. They've got so much good things there for them. They just can't see it.
Well, it's the same if you're working in customer service or in retail, and you might have 99 wonderful customers, but you'll get one bad one, and all you'll think about is that one bad one. It's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's about letting that go and learning to let go of things like that. It's a hard thing to do, but it's with practice. Sorry?
Jody just put lightning still checks up on me. Yes, he does.
Nice.
Yeah, it's 100% right, hey? 100% right. Yeah. Exactly what you're saying, right? Like, as in, you see it, right? And it brings your vibration down, doesn't it, Jackie? Like, completely brings your vibration.
Absolutely.
You've just had 100 clients through that are all amazing, and then you get one client that doesn't like the way that you're doing things because, hey, who knows if they're sovereign or not, right? But then they lower your vibration, and now your vibration's lowered, and any sovereign, this person's unsovereign, and now you are, because you've just carried their energy. So this is standing in your own power, right? Like, as in, don't take on stuff what people perceive at you. It's a really good point that you make, Jackie. Awesome point.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Questions for Jackie?
I just think Kate had a near-death experience that would have been pretty scary. It's good that you're safe. Did you see anything? Did you actually go to the other side when you say a near-death or a near-death accident, not near-death experience? Yeah. But that's probably just waking you up. Car accidents, I know so many people that have had car accidents and it's woken them to lots of things. Same with illness, accidents. Everything happens for a reason. We
see this, don't we? This is what 90% of people's spiritual awakenings actually happen from something traumatic, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like, I think people will be going through life and they're stuck in the matrix, and then something traumatic happens, and then they start looking for something outside the box, and then they go through their spiritual awakening, and then that gives them the growth to be able to grow. It doesn't mean it's going to be an easy path by all means, right? Because we've got so much stuff that we've blocked out for all these years, and now we need to process and grow and you know, lives as well, right? Like we've got all these lives that we've had that we need to grow through.
If you want an easy path, you don't want to go on a spiritual path, because that's going to dig deep and it's going to bring up things that you need to work on. So it's not easy, but it's rewarding.
Yeah, the good thing about the spiritual path, though, going down that spiritual path, it allows us to grow as humans and be able to heal people, heal ourselves and people around us. But if you choose to ignore it, you know, like as in, unfortunately, going the wrong path will always lead back to the right path anyway. You know, you won't have a choice. For me on this one, right, guys, is me doing my army time, punched out all my time in defence, and then I got an injury and I just ignored it, you know. Oh, well, she'll be right. Attitude, as Aussies hold. She'll be right. And then push through that, and then, you know, I should have been looking at my spiritual awakening path then. I knew I should have been. I completely ignored it. I went down the wrong path. When I say the wrong path, the path that I was on, right? To me, that was the wrong path. I continued down that path, and unfortunately, I had surgery on my shoulder, and it went pear-shaped. It slowed me down again. I said to myself, she'll be right, and I did it again, you know, like as in just kept ignoring it and ignoring it and ignoring it. And now I'm only just on the right path now. I see myself on the right path now, but it's taken me at least 15 years of, you know, like as in decisions that I've made that have not been good for me to be able to realize that I was on the wrong path. And it's people around me, like as in Ash, absolutely amazing. She was very, very, very patient with me, right? Like as in, really, she should have just wrung my neck and said, get on the right path. But you can't, because if you're on the wrong path and you can't see that there's a better path for you, you can't automatically choose to go down that path, right? You have to be ready. You have to be grown. So any of your partners out there, guys, you can't just be like, hey, you need to spiritual awaken and you need to go down this path. You know, you have to be gentle. You have to plant seeds. You have to. I put a post about it a while ago. You know, like as in, they have to be ready. If they're not ready, they can't understand this. They can't understand the world that we live in. You know, and it's a massive thing to be able to support them because it feels like a burden. But all you can be is there for them and hold space for them until they're ready. And who knows, sometimes they may not be ready and your directions may change, you know, like as in that happens as well. But it doesn't mean that it's right or wrong for anyone. It just means it's your path, your journey, your decisions. As part of your spiritual growth.
It's the same with giving up addictions too, isn't it? And nobody can make you give up an addiction. It's got to be your decision when you're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. Emerald, you're saying, do we have to remember the Reiki symbols? It really pays to remember them, because if you don't, then you won't be using them. But there's nothing stopping you drawing them and having them on your wall, and so you can use them. But I just think just use them. I just think it's like use it or lose it, like anything. So when I'm doing Reiki, I use all my symbols all the time. Then I feel I'm giving everybody everything that I can. And I always put in something beforehand that anything that is the person doesn't need, let it fall to the earth. So it's not being wasted. But also using it, it keeps them alive in my mind. So whenever I need them, they're there. I've got a friend and she kept forgetting the Honsheizei Shonen because it's one of the harder ones. That's the distance symbol. And she kept saying, oh, I must learn it again. I must learn it again. And she never has. So you can have it on your wall. You can have it with you and copy it. That will still work. But if you keep practicing and using it, it's just there whenever you need it in an instant.
But once you get it fully down pat and fully learnt, right, and it's there, you know, you can go, it's a bit like grounding, right? Daily grounding or communicating with your guides, or it's something that you need to do. Once you practice it enough, it just becomes natural. It's muscle memory, right? It becomes completely natural, and then it's there for you whenever you need it, right? Let's say, you know, like as in you're stuck doing something, you're stuck at work, and then all of a sudden one of your children are at school and you've got to go pick them up. Knowing that symbol off the top of your head, and you can send them the ability to be able to know that you're holding space for them.
Yeah.
And then incredible, right? Like incredible until you get to them and just holding space for them. Such a cool ability to be able to do that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like anything, practice. It's like driving a car. You think you're never going to remember how to do it, and all of a sudden it's just natural, and you're going along and you don't even think about changing gears or putting the indicator on. It just all becomes natural.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Well, I've already taken your time up enough, Jackie. I do appreciate you jumping on and saying hello to everyone. I really do. And for me to be able to show everyone how amazing you are and how much you've taught me over the years, you know, like as in, it's been incredible. And how much you've been there for me as well, right? Like at any point where I need to reach out to Jackie, she's only a phone call away, you know, or she comes over for morning tea, you know, incredible, right? Like as in, and a family friend as well, not just a friend of mine and Ash's, a dear family friend as well. So yeah, incredible. Has anyone got any other questions or anything that you want to go into with Jackie?
Oh, it's been lovely. I've enjoyed it. It took a while, but it was worth it, I think. I'm glad we got there.
100%. It's incredible, absolutely incredible to be able to do what we've actually done today and show people how amazing you are with your talents, and how doing it with someone, doing like as in Reiki with someone powerful enough to hold space and make sure that people are clear, it's amazing as well, right? Like it has both advantages, right? Like as in, it's not just another Reiki course where, you know, then you're questioning the fact if you're in tune, right? This is a problem. If you're questioning that you're in tune, unfortunately, your Reiki has been compromised because you won't be using it because you think that you've got an imposter. Well, if there is an imposter when it's done, you know, unfortunately, what we experience, we live, right? So,
but the good thing is the attunement lasts for life. And as you were saying, there's person before that they were attuned by somebody that had an imposter, they've still got Reiki. And my Reiki master, she just stopped doing Reiki for 4 or 5 years while she brought her children up. And then when she was ready, it's there. It's always there. So even if you think you haven't got it, you've always got it.
Yeah, it's incredible, hey? Absolutely incredible. I appreciate the support of every single one of you guys that jump on and give us the support. You know, without you, we'd just be on here talking to ourselves. As much as that wouldn't be boring.
I both love talking.
Make our day. You really do. You know, like I appreciate every single one of you taking time out of your day to join us. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
And obviously, I've got my guys going through and making sure that every single one of you guys will be cleared from watching this, you know, and joining us. So, thank you guys. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Bye.